All right, everybody, here we go. Here's the very first episode of On Cycle Reacts. Everybody's doing it, so we're getting into it. We're going to give it a try and see how we're looking at it. So, of course, for our first React video, we're doing Bluecoats.
Yeah.
They won last year. It's Robbie and I's one of our favorite shows of the season, so we're absolutely got to take a look at it. We're going to go through kind of just, I don't know, just fangirl all over it, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of us going, oh, this part is so good. Yeah.
So good. For those of you who may be watching it for the first time or maybe seeing us for the first time, we are On Cycle. We're a podcast that kind of run, talk about drum corps all season. So this is our first forego at reacting. If you like it, make sure you hit that little share button and check us out as we continue on. We're going to drop a bunch more videos throughout the winter and the summertime. And we're active marching members as well. So you might see some stuff from us there too. So without further ado, because you can hear us talk on the podcast all you like on Cycle, but let's get into watching some Bluecoats. All right, buddy. Go ahead.
All right,
Take us away. Oh, here we go.
I love the crisp, like old style uniform.
Oh yeah,
up there.
When they brought out the old Bluecoats uniform with the tails and the stripe, I love it. It was such a good.
I will
move.
say that I also, I really love their general uniforms this year.
Yeah,
I think they read so clean.
Yeah,
and they're so good for both the show theme and just for like readability and clarity on the field.
And as we get into this too, if you watch their legs, they are so good this year.
It's crazy.
And
if you want to see clean feet,
it only makes it better with the stripes on the legs too.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it's like when everyone was wearing those 3-stripe Adidas pants.
Performing their 2024 program.
I'm sitting right down there. Yeah.
Drum
So close. It was so awesome to watch the finals. It's so good. The timing with the guard.
I remember the first time I saw this, I think everyone kind of didn't know how to like react to it at first. It was kind of like, the top of the show's kind of weird.
Loved every second of it.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I saw it like 2 times, I was like, this is the coolest thing anyone's ever opened with.
The guard is so clean in that opening segment.
Tasteful entrance from the trumpets. And look at this. This is what we're talking about, the feet timing. That's so good. Start sprinting. All just immediate change of momentum.
I watched them rehearse this. They were literally doing this one step at a time through rehearsal.
Yeah. You can tell the details come through, and it's so clean.
Come on, Tubas.
Oh, look at that form pop.
Come on, Tubas, give it to me.
It's like not fully straight on the way through, but it's like such a nice relax. Oh. Nice little hop with the trumpets in the front.
Yep. Let's break it down.
The classic Bluecoats, hip thrusts and hip rotations.
Slowly. So good.
So much energy in it, though.
One random guard guy.
I love the breakdown of the forms.
Yeah, falling apart. And then return the reprise. So good.
Just like a perfect 2 opening minutes of drum corps.
Yeah.
Like, statement of this theme, introduction of the Boston theme, evolution of it, and then back to the starting theme. Like, it feels like a whole show contained.
If you never noticed, the bass 5 goes up here and just gets into it for like 45 seconds. I love that. Just riding the wave and kicking the bass 5.
Yeah. All like the block choreography that they do throughout the whole show. It's so cool to look at a different quadrant and like spot like the tuba's doing something or all the baritones. They're doing the little like running man thing.
Beautiful toss guard.
Such a cool little
that whole
drum
section
feature.
there is an antithesis of letting members go, what do you want to do? Let's go have some fun. And just creating whatever weirdo drill they want to put in the background there.
No, also here, it feels like they were like, okay, let's take the tuba feature from 15, but do it with mellows.
Oh, yeah.
And then like mezzo piano.
That's really good.
The amount of control. I didn't realize until I saw them live they were doing just an opposing thing. Like one field to the other, like
like
so
a
much
call and
control.
answer.
Find a head cam of this somewhere and watch a mellow, and you hear this just like it feels so fragmented. It takes so much control.
It's so difficult from that spread.
I know. That's what we've talked about this on the podcast so many times. The whole show is just so exposed.
Just like there's this whole build, and you think this is the hit.
Yeah, right.
And it's not.
I wish I'd show them right.
Because
Yeah,
this
look
is
at
it
running
right
back.
So good. Whoever designed this choreography here too.
I know,
brilliant.
it's so simple, but it's so effective.
I just love the fact that the screamer's marching.
Oh yeah, they're like, put him
Yeah.
right in the front, have him march.
Yeah.
Oh, bringing back the Boston motif, as they do a whole lot of times in the show.
Yep. Tubas are on.
Marching so fast and like so with so much control. I mean, the whole dynamic.
Presentation for it. So good.
That's it.
Such a great audio overlay.
I know, it's like,
I got goosebumps just thinking
I know,
about it.
literally, I just
listening
say,
to
I'm
it.
like, I go quiet the whole time.
This is my favorite part. This is a tuba player's dream. If you watch the tubas in the background, they
Yeah.
are just doing the dumbest stuff.
It's so funny.
It looks
They're
to
all
me
just little
like whoever the
quadrants.
tuba tech was, all right, tubas, everybody pick a random move, and we're going to do that in a ripple.
Yeah. Pick a 4-count move. Like, what if we roll into our backs? And like, sure, Jim.
Yep.
Yeah.
One guy was like, can we lay down? There we go.
Like, we're tubas, of course we can. The way they divide the field up to like literally frame everything
Yeah.
is like perfect visual design.
These solos are gorgeous too.
Oh yeah, so much like. I find it I think it's really hard to arrange for like a very atmospheric piece like this for a ballad
Yeah.
and keep it interesting. And they do such a good job of it. A nice, easy control of like the brass in the back while they're, doing side planks.
This is one of those things too where I think the guard is always spread across the field all the time.
Yeah.
But I think you really get a sense of really how far they are because they're the only thing in front of the hash right now. The only thing. So you
Yeah.
really get a really great feature of them.
I love the lean. Oh yeah, I mean the guard is so featured the whole time for good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I think did they get second this year?
Second or
They were
third.
really up
They
there.
were
Maybe
close.
third.
Second or third. I can't
It was
remember.
a tough competition year for the guard. They were so good.
And the
I
drum
love
line
that
coming
they
in
do
in
that.
time. Coming in time from behind the
Yeah.
end zone.
There's it's just the whole show's a timing nightmare that they nail.
Yeah.
Now this coolest ballad hit of the year, and it's like all marching.
Visually. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a brilliant, for those of you who don't watch visual stuff all the time, keeping people in place while you're moving this thing with smaller step sizes keeps the form together and allows it to just bend and flow, and you don't have to be perfect. It's like, it's so easy. I'm sure it's tough to clean, but they made it so much easier by doing it that way. So good.
The rippling effect is just one of the coolest effects I've seen in modern drill design.
It really is.
And they sprint.
Yeah.
While maintaining that like soft dynamic growth the whole time. This is not control, but these members are displaying is it's just real the whole time.
Yeah.
Just rail on it.
Nobody's overplaying.
Oh yeah.
They're just in the moment killing it.
I think Bluecoats have the best ensemble sound of brass balance alongside Crown. I think they have had
They're up there.
it for since the mid 2010s.
I love this bass feature.
This is one of the first years they've had the level of technicality to get the gym hot.
Right.
They've always had that like big, just balanced ensemble sound. Like like a deep sound. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, the little bit of the orange is coming out. I remember watching this after a rehearsal one time, and we were watching it. It was like a high cam, so it was far away, and I was like, "Is there orange? Is there orange going on there?" And it was
watching
like,
it together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I kept pointing out, and people were like, there's yellow. Like, there's a bunch of yellow popping out."
Yeah.
And then we were like, "There is yellow. Hold on."
That was after the Broken Arrow show. I think that's when they added that in.
Yeah, I think so. They added in late season. We all knew some kind of uniform is changing.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it?
And then they get down to the half sleeve. I do love the half sleeve look. I think it's a really cool natural evolution, and it's partially because of where the cameras are pointing, but you never see him change it. Look at that guy, just
What a weird position to pick.
so much weird time signature, like stabs and stuff too. Such a hard brass book that isn't just notes, you know?
Yeah. I feel like the tubas are behind the back hash the entire
The whole show. Yeah, the entire show.
Except for the opening section. This is 40 trumpets.
trumpet feature. What did I say? What did I say in the early podcast? A 40 trumpet show has not lost yet, and Bluecoats kept that streak going.
Yeah.
So hey,
Was that 3 or 4 times now we've had 40?
I think 4 times.
4 times.
3 times for the Devils.
I think didn't Crown do 40 and
They did like
14? Oh, is it something ridiculous? Oh, right. It's
That's what I'm
the
saying.
entire
They did
low
too
brass.
many.
Yeah.
They did
Oh,
too many trumpets.
40
Yeah,
is
fifth place.
40 is the perfect number.
Exactly. 40 is the championship
good.
number.
I watched the lead.
Chaos.
I watched the lead mellow version of the show, like headcam,
Yeah.
and it says that the caption is lead mellow 4th trumpet.
Yeah, right? Because they're like, I don't know.
Wait for it.
So just perfect time, because that, even though it's not the closure, that whole movement's like the quintessential, like, here's the entropy part.
Yeah.
End it with that chord at the end. Yeah. I remember watching Blue Devils 14 and 19 mellow headcam videos, and you watch it, and they start on trumpet for the first 4 minutes, and there's a bunch of people in the comments like, this says mellow. Why are they playing the trumpet? Like, stop it and watch it far enough.
I love this framing with the props here.
Oh my god, it happens so naturally. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, suddenly the whole field is framed again.
It really gives it a finished feel almost. The slow build into this big hit section at the end.
It looks so good just
And they're
running.
just running. They're just jazz running. Tired as hell. What are we, 12 minutes into it now?
I have no idea how they look so relaxed the whole time.
So good. The guard art here with the drip,
They're doing the cadets rollback.
yeah. Oh, it's good. Little homage there to the cadets.
Just sprinting through this like variable weird drill, such a tight form.
Back to this weird art thing at the beginning.
It splits up as soon as it's about to form a company front, and then
I was literally in tears at finals watching this. I couldn't contain myself. I was so
I loved
excited.
it. I got a great view of it.
This-
I saw it at DCI Delaware. The ending.
I
so
watched
great.
them rehearse for 2 days right down the street from my house.
They all go down at the same time.
It's so good, you know. And you look in the stands there, like people were standing.
Oh yeah.
2 minutes before the end of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody just got up and like they just loved it. I mean,
Oh my god.
I
yeah.
remember seeing this show at the beginning of the season and going, there's no way anybody's beating the show. First watching us, it was a good
took me. I think it took me a few watches to figure out. But even then, I was like, "This is going to be a top contender." I knew it.
I knew it was number one. I just absolutely knew.
I mean, I think
here-
as soon as we,
one of the things that makes a great drum corps show, in my opinion, is when you can bring a motif back so effortlessly throughout the show.
Yeah.
The fact that it's a single chord with empty silence afterwards. I mean, it's perfect. Every single time it's perfect.
It's like the simplest possible motif you could do, but it only works because of how precisely
it's the
off.
combination of the drum line, the guards, they throw a freaking 6 or a 5 or whatever the heck it is, and all of them are doing it, and it's all perfect every time.
Yeah.
Each time they do it, whatever 10 or 12 times that they play
Like I
that
said,
chord.
so much of the audio silence is dependent on the visual, stillness and then impact, and so many of the times the only thing moving is a guard rifle being flown up in the air. So much of it depends on them.
I couldn't hear a single thing in the stadium with people screaming left and right to me doing that big hit section, and then as soon as they stopped, everybody went dead silent. Like you could hear a pin drop to
It's
that
like
last note.
almost like a reverence. They're like, we can't talk during this part.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly, and that's what you want. Like when you're creating a show and you want people to enjoy it, you want that last little paw.
Yeah, right.
You want people to love it.
You want them to know when to get loud, and them also to have drawings know when to shut up too. Like crazy good.
It's good, and everybody there are 20,000+ people there, and everybody knew to shut up. And just wait for it, and it's perfect. In my opinion, it's one of my top 5 drum corps shows now of all time. I think
it's so good. It's one of the best design shows I've seen in so long. I think
design shows since the COVID break.
Easily.
It is the best design show since COVID.
I don't think anything's even close.
No. The last time I saw a show this well designed was 18 SCV.
I think so.
That's the last time
Between
I really
that
thought.
and like an early Crown show or something, maybe.
Yeah, and there's some
early 2010s, not early Crown.
Yeah, I mean that's you got to go back some ways, but I mean from just
it's like a once every 5 years kind of a show.
Yeah, it really is. So So that being said, I think we can fangirl all day about this stuff.
We're about to actually launch into an extra podcast episode right now, so we'll cut it short a bit.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us what you think in the comments. If you like what we had to say, or if you just thought we were annoying as we talked over the entire show, don't worry. There's other clips out there. Go watch the show without us talking over it.
And if you want to see one of your favorite shows, right, we're gonna record a few more pretty soon, so we'll have some coming up. But if you have any suggestions for shows you want to see, doesn't have to be from this year either. It can be from previous years as well.
All
you
the
can
way
be
back
like,
to
hey,
72.
can you watch Velvet Nights in 60? Right?
Yeah.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
I have them all. So we'll watch anything and do
Don't
anything.
Tell Dan Schneider. No, not Dan Schneider. That's the guy from Nickelodeon. Or is it Dan Atkinson?
Yeah. Roy Atkinson. Roy.
Let's go.
Whatever.
Let's go before we embarrass ourselves further by.
We're good. Yeah. So that's it.
Don't tell Dan Schneider because he'll do unholy things with them.
All right.
But
That's
until
it.
then,
That's we're Mike and Robbie for off cycle. For on cycle.